Hello, once again, this is Snake Solid, coming back with another news video. Again, even sooner than I thought I would have to do. But here we are again, because guess what? Atlas did a little fucky wucky, if you will. You know, I guess I shouldn't be saying fucky wucky within the first 30 seconds of it, but I'm not a monetized YouTuber, so I don't really care about getting demonetized, because I'm not monetized to begin with. But anyways, I wanted to kind of complain a little bit because a couple of developments recently came up about the P3 remake that kind of has me a little bit worried now, unfortunately. And it's more like, first of all, let's talk about the obvious elephant in the room. First, we're having removed content from the game. This time it's the P3P content and the Persona 3 Fes content, so that means no FMC and no the answer, which both really suck personally, because I was hoping that we would at least get the answer. I don't think getting the answer would have been too big of an ask to do, but it really shouldn't have removed content. But I'm going to be reading this article that I'll link below from IGN. The Persona 3 remake has long been one of Atlus's worst-kept secrets, but Persona 3 Reload was finally officially announced at today's Xbox and Bethesda's game showcase. It was announced earlier than that, but they failed to keep it from being leaked. The game's first trailer showed combat and graphics updated to resemble Persona 5, but fans noticed that something big was missing. Namely, Persona 3 Reload appears to be missing the additional content from Persona 3 Fes and Persona 3 Portable, which includes the option to play as the female protagonist. In an interview with IGN, Persona 3 Reload producer Ryota Nitsuma and chief director Kazuhisa Wada confirmed that Persona 3 Reload only features content present in the original release of Persona 3. Here's a quote. So, first, I'd like to mention that since the basic concept of Persona 3 Remake was to remake Persona 3, we don't have the Fez and portable contents included, Nitsuma said. We wanted to really genuinely work on recreating the Persona 3 experience. Now, I personally don't really like this. It's the same energy as remaking Diamond and Pearl, but not including content from Pokemon Platinum because, oh, that wasn't in Diamond and Pearl. It's a little bit more forgivable on the topic of Fez content, but what Fez content are they removing is my question. Are they going to remove just the answer, or are they going to remove all of the additional cutscenes that they added in Fez? Are they going to remove the additional video tapes that you can unlock for each character? Are they going to remove costumes? Are they going to remove, like, all of that? What are they going to do? What are they removing is what I want to know. Or is it just the answer? Persona 3 was originally released on the PlayStation 2 in 2006. Persona 3 Fez is a 2007 add-on disc with updates to the original game, while Persona 3 Portable is a PSP release that added features like directly controlling party members beyond the main character. The female protagonist also appeared in Persona 3 Portable, but it seems players won't have the choice to play as her in Persona 3 Reload. So basically, we can't go into any details at this point, but we have remade basically everything from scratch. As for Persona 3, the original version, Nitsuma said. So we have newly recorded voices, we have new scenes and events, we also have both new and arranged music. We'll be kind of releasing that information, following everything, so please look forward to that. Okay. I don't think that this is a valid argument. I don't think remaking Persona 3 from the ground up in only the content from Persona 3 is appropriate, in my opinion. I think that's really stupid. Because that, like, how far are you going to go with the whole recreating the original experience? And not that I don't want controllable party members, but I'm saying I don't really like this excuse, especially since I've heard it a lot when it comes to removing content and experiences. Alright. Persona 3 Reload will be a faithful remake of the original version, which is sure to be disappointing for fans hoping to play as the female protagonist and players who wanted to experience all the content different versions of Persona 3 have offered over the years. It's certainly possible that Atlus will release another version of Persona 3 a few years from now that will feature the missing content, as they've done with Persona 5 Royal and Persona 4 Golden. But Atlus is obviously not saying anything about that now. That is another thing that's really scummy. If they're going to purposefully cut the content from Fes and Portable just so they can add it in a later version and make like a version of this game that's like Golden or Royal, I am actually going to have a problem with that, because you can't just remove content and then add it back for an additional price, in my opinion. If they were adding new content in an later version of this game, that would be different. But if they're just like removing the content that was originally there to give us the basic experience from Vanilla 3, just so they can add the Fez content back, that's a problem I will have. So instead, Nitsuma and Wada are focusing on updates added to the original version of Persona 3 that makes it more in line with Persona 5. Another quote is, "So the basic concept of recreating the Persona story was that we wanted to keep everything from the original version but update everything to the modern day," Wada said. So at the same level of Persona 5, basically. So we have the newest graphics, we have the updated system to the newest usability, we have the voice lines in both Japanese and English, and we also have text available in 13 languages, so you should have a similar experience to that of Persona 5. Persona 3 Reload is set to launch in early 2024 on Xbox and PC, although more console announcements may be forthcoming. It'll also be available day one on Game Pass. Now, another thing that I want to also criticize about this, they changed like every single one of the voice actors and actresses for the characters, and I understand a few of them. Like, there's a lot of controversy attached to Aigis' old voice actress and Junpei's old voice actor. I understand changing those, but they changed literally everybody so far that we've seen, and I kind of have a problem with that, because I've seen a lot of people say, oh, hiring a lot of other voice actors and actresses is hard and stuff like that, and I agree that some of them are expensive, and a few of them, like Akihiko's original voice actor, from my knowledge, is completely retired from this, so that wouldn't be possible. But at the same time, if you're just remaking Vanilla Persona 3 and adding absolutely nothing, then why do you need to get new voice actors? Couldn't you just reuse the lines? Now, I'm not going to immediately say that this is an immediate deal breaker, because I feel like it would be unfair to the new voice cast to just automatically assume that they're going to be inferior, but stuff like not having Tara Platt as Mitsuru or Michelle Ruff as Yukari is going to really sting. And, you know, like I said before, I really like Akihiko's the way his English voice actor sounds, and how he's like, "I've been waiting for this." You know, I just kind of like that sound in his voice. I'm still not going to just immediately assume, oh, this game's going to be shit, it's going to be completely awful, it's not going to be worth playing, because in the truth, even if this game cuts that content and is just a straight remake of 3 with quality of life fixes from 4 and 5, that still would make this the better version of Persona 3. Like, I can live with the different voice casts. Since this game is being released on PC, if it's just a vanilla remake of 3, then people can easily just mod in the old voice lines, just kind of like how people did it with Chie as a new voice actor in Golden. But yeah, that's kind of my idea on the remake. It's a little bit disappointing. It's a bit of a monkey's paw, honestly. You get one of your favorite games of all time remade, but they change a lot, right? But I hope these constant videos from me aren't too annoying, and I hope the editing's up to par too. I'm really proud with last video's editing. Anyways, I'm still looking forward to this, but it's just a little bit disappointing, I have to admit. Anyways, this has been another video from Snake Solid. I will see you all next time, because I'm sure that I'll probably be making another video about this.